Hello viewers, you join us with the world's first motorcycle that can run on CNG, and this was made in India by Bajaj. Say hello to the Freedom 125 NG04, and here is everything you need to know about it. Normally I would leave the styling up to you guys to decide, but in this case I feel compelled to say that Bajaj have done an extremely good job with the design. This motorcycle has a 2 kg CNG tank and a 2 L petrol tank, but it looks extremely stylish, nothing like it's out of place, and very good for a modern urban commuter. Now, when it comes to the riding position, it's not bad at all. For a 6'1" tall person like me, there's enough room, it's comfortable to ride around town. But there is a problem, and the problem is the length of this seat. Now, Bajaj have officially said that they don't encourage 4 people sitting on this motorcycle, but all the questions I've received about this motorcycle over the past few days have ended with, yes, my whole family can fit on this. However, they may give up on that idea very soon because this motorcycle is powered by a very simple 125cc single-cylinder air-cooled 2-valve engine, and that produces barely 10 horsepower and barely 10 Newton meters of torque, which is good enough for 2 people in town, but not enough for a full family, thank God. Now, having used this motorcycle in town for the past few days, what I can say that it makes enough power and enough torque for all your urban use. Overtakes are easy, they're quick, and cruising is comfortable at 50 to 70 kilometers per hour. It is capable of 100 kilometers per hour, but after 80, the progress is extremely slow. But that is not why anybody would consider this motorcycle, is it? The Freedom's USP is its fuel efficiency. Now, Bajaj claim that the CNG tank is capable of giving you around 200 kilometers of range. That is approximately 100 kilometers per kilo. And the 2 L petrol tank is good for 130. From our usage in town, we got a very reasonable 90 kilometers per kilogram. Not bad at all. What I like best about the Freedom 125 is the refinement. It is smooth and there are no annoying vibrations. The next best thing is the handling. This is a light motorcycle and it responds well to steering input, meaning you can ride it how you want to and the motorcycle will not resist. The use of a linked monoshock at the rear is extremely commendable. It adds a lot to the handling of this motorcycle. In terms of braking, what you get is a disc at the front and a drum at the rear in the top model. Feeling, feedback, stopping power are very good, nothing to complain about. The ride quality is also very in line with what we would expect from a commuter. It is tuned towards comfort and delivers well on that front. One thing we don't understand is why Bajaj have offered a 16-inch wheel at the rear and a 17 at the front. But there's nothing to complain. Even with the 16-inch wheel, it rides well. Like any other enthusiast, I also enjoy riding sport bikes and ADVs, but what I don't enjoy is riding them around town at an average speed of 20 kilometers per hour. It just seems like a waste of petrol to me. So instead, if I use the Freedom to go to work and commute around town, I'm going to save a considerable sum of money, and that money I will use to go for longer rides on the weekend with the sport bikes and ADVs. So if filling CNG is not really a concern for you, this sounds like a win-win to me. Freedom from petrol begins at Rs 95,000 and goes up to Rs 1.10 lakh ex-showroom for the top model, and we find that extremely reasonable pricing. Bajaj have put their best foot forward and given us a product that is capable and addresses a lot of economic and environmental concerns. The success or failure of the Freedom is fully dependent on the CNG infrastructure and how fast it develops. But whose responsibility is that? If you know, let us know in the comments. In the meantime, here are a couple of things that you should know. The UNCTCN claimed that CNG is the cleanest of all fossil fuels to combust, lower levels of greenhouse gas emissions and lower levels of toxic oxides. The Energy and Resources Institute further says that in the future, bio-CNG is going to be an extremely feasible option for India. It is easy to produce, should be cheap and burns cleaner. So is this a step in the right direction? We certainly feel so. And we look forward to hear what you have to say in the comments. This is Joshua Verghese signing off for Bike India.